Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Shores of Hazeron episode 12, and it is good to be back. I've been very busy. I had some technical difficulties with the game, so I had to uninstall it and reinstall it. On top of that, I've been extremely busy putting the capital city together and getting through a lot of the boring parts that I figured you probably wouldn't want to watch. And so here we are back in the game, and I just want to start it out by saying that we actually have a visitor who joined us. And here is his ship. So one of the people who's been following the channel for quite some time and is very prominent around the game. His name is Dean2. He's a pretty big figure. He runs the forums and everything, and puts a lot of effort and stuff into the wiki for the game. He actually managed to, by watching this series, managed to find our planet and landed his ship over here at our capital city. Well, I had a chat with him and everything. He took me aboard the ship and kind of showed me around. It was really cool. Definitely got me excited and wanted to get me pumped up to start my own space industry. So real quickly, I'll just kind of go around here. So I laid some more buildings down and everything, and as you can see, they're getting constructed. But just to kind of give you a heads up of what we're looking at here. So there's a huge industry area over here, lots of mines and everything, getting all sorts of resources. Every building here is built max height, and every building here is built out of metal. So for those of you who are giving me that, all those tips, telling me to do that, I did do it finally. So, you're welcome. No, but I finally did do it, so everything's built out of metal and everything's built max height. Got my power station down there. The roads run down here and kind of, there's a couple more mines down here, a wharf, and then there's some warehouses down there, which helps with the storage of our city, so it helps our city store more goods. And I've got some more condominiums going up down here, and I realized I was pronouncing that wrong the last couple of episodes. I kept saying condominium. It's not condominium, condominium. So that is the correct terminology. So for this episode, what we're going to be doing is hopefully nothing too boring. What I actually want to do is this spaceship that's come and visit us has got me all excited to get my own space industry up, and so I'm going to spend this episode setting everything up to get an operating space industry. Now, I don't have to lay out too much of the groundwork when it comes to electronics and such, since our other city is producing those, and then the goods are being sent over to this city, so I can technically all the goods on the planet are united underneath one, I guess, I don't know, civilization. I don't really know how to put it, but everything else is, I'm using, if I'm building certain things, I'm using the goods from the other city as well as this city. So that works out very well. Now, I don't 100% know everything I need for a spaceship, and I'm just going to kind of go through and get what I think I need set up, and I think I definitely am going to need a rocket motor factory. So let's drop that somewhere. As I've built this road off to the side here for where I'm going to put the airport and everything. So that's what this road is for our airport, and all that's going to go right here in this corner, as well as our space industry area and whatnot. And so this stuff here is not really, this rocket motor factory is more for more of an industry type building and a lot less of an airport type building. So we'll actually go drop that down here by the power plant. I think will be a good idea. We'll just put it right over here. And as you can see, I'm building with metal, like I said earlier, and we're building everything max height, so that is very good. Okay. Ooh, there we go. And so, boy, I didn't think about it. Now I've got to either let that get built, or I've got to, well, I'll just let that get built right now. I've got plenty of citizens going around and building. Daytime is coming, so that's good. Looks like I picked a good time to record. And while that's building, let's get the airport part set up. So let's go with, I want to go with concrete road for the actual airport. And let me make sure. Okay, here we go. So there we go. We've got our slab here. Now, how do I want to do this? I'm thinking about making just a big kind of area right here and then adding like hangers kind of onto them. But I don't know if I want them to run this way or how I want to do that. And I'm sorry I'm moving the screen around so much. I know that can get annoying seeing me alter the screen around all over the place. Check out that ship. Isn't that a nice ship? That's really cool. I can't wait to design my own ships as well and get that all set up. I'm actually extremely excited to do this. Very excited. So this does need to be next to a road, which makes sense. I think I'm just going to run it right along the side of this road. So let's go like this. That'll clear us out an extremely large area for just straight runway. That's kind of cool, actually. I really like that. I don't mind that it dips down like that. I think it gives it kind of a neat, a very neat look. So now that we've got our little runway up here, we want to start placing some buildings on this side. It looks like it kind of goes down in a dip down there. Hopefully that doesn't interfere too much. I guess we'll find out in a second. So we're going to go into here. We want to have, let's get an airport terminal down. I think that's going to be a good idea. So can I drop one here? Okay, I'm going to have to... It's got to be next to the slab, obviously. The slab's going to have to be built. That's the thing. So let me... I know you guys don't like watching me build things, but I don't think the slab will take too long. So just bear with me for a second. As it's building, I'm just grabbing my bottled water here. So yeah, we'll get this slab fully constructed. Throw the airport down. Throw a bunch of other stuff down. I'm not going to try to build too much on camera, but it is part of the game, so it's just something that is inevitable, and I do apologize if it gets rather dry at these parts. I will try to build and cut out as much as I possibly... try not to build and then try to cut out as much as I possibly can. Okay, so there we go. That slab is constructed. Now I can go through and drop my buildings. How's that factory going? Okay, nobody seems to really be getting too much into it yet. You know what? I should probably make sure, and something else I need to drop too is a machine shop, but I should probably make sure that I actually even had the correct parts to build that. And I'm going to build the observatory as well soon, before I go into space, actually. Yeah, I just needed a hammer and metal. Okay, so it should be getting constructed slowly but surely. Let's get this airport down. Do I need an airport, actually? What does an airport do? Connects the city by air and space with all other cities in the solar system. Yes, I do need an airport if I want to trade with what is going to inevitably be my kind of moon colony that I plan on setting up. So that is the ultimate goal, to get a moon colony set up. So we'll throw the airport right down here at the end like that. There we go. What else do we need? So we've got the airport down. I'm going to need, let's see, airport repair shop provides repair services for spacecraft. Definitely probably something I'm going to need. It can be 2 levels high. Hopefully this strip is long enough. What else do I need? That should be that. And then I'll want an aircraft factory, a spacecraft factory. Hangars store spacecraft. Each player may store 1 spacecraft at every hangar. Any number of players may store spacecraft at the same hangar. All stored spacecraft are lost if the hangar is bulldozed or destroyed by combat. Spacecraft cannot be stored or retrieved from a hangar in a city that is enemy toward your empire. Interesting. So I guess I'll probably want a couple of those, and then these things I could put across on the other side. So we'll put the repair. I think what we'll do is we'll do repair right here, like that. We will put the... This is going to be, so this is the aircraft, and then we've got the spacecraft. So I think we'll go aircraft, or let's actually go, let's see, how much space do I got? I've got enough. I could even probably squeeze something in here if I wanted to. If I can get this to turn. Oop, what is that? Oop. Oh, Dean 2's other character is actually on. Awesome. I'll actually just turn this off, though. I do not want any interference, because that noise can probably get pretty annoying for some people. Ah, crap. Okay, I guess it doesn't fully matter which way I build it. Ah, that's what I wanted right there. Okay. I'm thinking I could squeeze it in right here, probably. Never mind. Okay. We've got those 2 buildings going up. That building's not being touched yet. Okay, I guess I'll put the hangar at the end. Let's go aircraft factory right... Actually, let's go spacecraft factory right here. So spacecraft factory can only be 1, so we'll put the spacecraft factory right there. We will put the aircraft factory right here. No, that's space rocket. Yeah, aircraft factory. Okay, I'm not sure it's this. Well, that's why. I've got it set to build space rocket down there. That's why. That's fine. Helicopter, space rocket. This designs our first stage of space aircraft. This one's going to design more intricate, like spacecraft that can warp drive and stuff like that. Hangar, I guess this is really the only place I have for the hangar. I guess I could have extended. No, not really. That's going to look kind of odd. I wonder if I can... Hold on a second. Bear with me. I'm thinking maybe I could do something different. What was the key again? I'm confused. Mouse wheel. Okay. What if I did something like... I kind of want to add on this way and then put the hangar over here. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I think I got a cool idea to do this. It's going to have to be intricate. It's going to have to go like this. Even more over than that. Even more over than that. Okay, maybe like that. Run it off to here. No, hold on. Okay, let me back up a little bit. I want it to be more like this. So like that. How's that look? Yeah, that looks good. That's what I want to do. I kind of want it to be more connected right here, but I think that'll be fine. What I'm going to do for this then is we're going to throw the hangar right on this, and we'll just put it right here in the middle. And that'll look kind of cool, so that'll give me a personal like place to land my personal aircraft, I guess. I'm assuming that once let's see, I've got all of this area over here, but it's kind of dwarfed by all that. So if I wanted to extend the airport, I would have to... Okay, what I'll do is this airport here, I will bulldoze this down and run the runway that way. In the future, when I decide to increase my... I guess, increase the size of my airport per se, I want to step right on this here. There we go. So, working another site. So that'll be the plan. We'll drop the hangar here. It gives me a nice space to land my aircraft. Or my personal spacecraft. And we will work the other site. I'm afraid this episode is probably just going to be a lot of me placing things, but this is pretty important. All the buildings I need and whatnot to get a spaceship running, I feel is extremely important. And is for anybody that's getting new into the game, which I know a couple of you that have been watching have mentioned that this is your first time seeing this game. I hope you are learning something. And I don't want to skip anything that might be insanely important. So if this right here, or that's the aircraft factory, I think that's this. No, this is the aircraft factory right here. So that's the spaceship factory. So we want to put the design. So, okay, so this design studio here, and I'll read what this says here. So spacecraft designs and building designs are developed, published, and purchased at a design studio. Design studio sells blank discs and paper. So the design studio basically allows me to... Oh, that is not what I want to do. Allows me to build aircraft, and we'll do that. That'll be a whole episode in itself. That's going to be a whole beast that we'll tackle another time, but let's get that up and running either way. We'll just throw it right there. That is perfectly fine. I want to get the observatory up, so it provides information about the stars and planets. Somebody told me about this observatory and told me it was something really cool that I wanted to check out, so I definitely want to get that plopped down. Because that is definitely something I want to look at. Also, something I almost forgot to mention, we actually got a message. And let's see if I can pull it up here, if I can even remember how to pull it up, because it is kind of buried in here. So you go here, here, and here we go, I think, right? Maybe? One of our units, helicopter, has encountered a new civilization calling itself the Canada. They appear to be unpredictable. We will maintain our distance and observe them. Best regards, State Department. Aliens. So we are, we can get messages in here and whatnot. I'm not entirely sure what this means. I guess one of our helicopters encountered a new civilization calling itself the Canada. They're unpredictable. Maintain our distance and observe them. State Department. So our State Department sent us a letter telling us that they found what appears to be a civilization called the Canadians. That's kind of terrifying. I don't know if I want to run into them. Are they on our planet? Is that what's going on? Or so here's our city here. This is where we ended up setting up shop. And our old city, of course, is off right here, I think in nighttime, right? Can I not see them? Oh, there they are. I can just make them out. You might be able to too, or it might be too dark, but they're right there. I can just see them. I'll head over there probably and upgrade that city a little bit when I do find the time. Alright, so let's see. There's a couple other things I could set up. I'm going to let all of this get built by my own civilization because that is something that they can do and something I shouldn't really worry about doing on camera. But that doesn't mean that there's not more buildings that I can construct. And so we've pretty much got everything here we need. Now I'd like to get a vehicle factory down because if you produce things like SUVs, then you can... it'll help reduce the construction time for a lot of your vehicles, as well as you can produce armored vehicles and stuff to take into war and all sorts of other neat things. Now this needs to be on a road slab as well. So I'm going to find an area. Let's see. Find an area where I can consider kind of like a construction area for vehicles. But I don't really know what a good area would look like. I'm going to extend the airport that way. I don't want this to be too far from the airport because I might want to bring vehicles over. So what I'm thinking of doing is just putting it right over on this stretch here. I think that's a good idea. So let's put down another big slab here. How do I want to do this? Tempted to do it right here. Let's do it right here. So let's go like this. It's a little too much. It's a little too less. That's perfect. We'll go like that right there. I think that'll do it for now. If I decide to change anything in the future, I will. And I can do all of that off camera. Any renovations or anything that I want to do. So not a big deal. I want to get this building turned around. There we go. Sometimes the space bar can turn vehicles, but sometimes it doesn't work very well. I keep forgetting I gotta build this. It's not a very large slab, so it shouldn't take too long. So we'll get this up and running. We can get some SUVs. We can get some motorcycles. You can get armored vehicles. I think there's future plans for other type of vehicles, and I also think, and all this is all speculation. I don't 100% know, but from what I've talked to some of the other players and stuff, that they want to add an ability to build your own vehicles in the game in the design studio, kind of like you build aircraft. So that would be really cool. And you could probably build some really neat things, I'd imagine. There we go. Okay, so we'll just throw that down there. It's set up to build a motorbike. Let's set it up to build an SUV because that's something we'll probably need. As well as that helps reduce build time for all our buildings. So that's good. Some of our buildings are starting to get thrown up there. I don't have a lot of people right now on this planet, and I have a lot of buildings queued up, so it makes sense that it's going to take some time, which is not a big deal. I just wanted to use this episode to basically lay down some of the buildings that I knew I didn't want to do off camera because they were buildings that I've never built before, and it was pretty important that I get those down. Now, we're going to need a couple other things as well. I probably want to start thinking about getting my my military, my army equipped with weapons. We should start looking at some munitions factories for ammunition for the weapons, and then some armor so we can get some properly equipped personnel for combat, as well as, and what's really important, is getting the proper clothing to actually go into space, or I will suffocate and die. And so I will have to find a good area to set up a military base, and I think that is something that I will scope out and think about since we are out of time for this episode. So we've got our whole space industry set up here. Next time you come back, we'll have all of this set up and ready to go, and we'll hopefully start constructing, or at least laying out the premises for constructing our first aircraft. So that is what I'm looking forward to. I hope you guys did enjoy this episode, and I will see you next time.